Okay. What if you got drunk, got in your car or truck or vehicle, whatever you drive, went behind the wheel drunk, and crashed into someone and killed them? Would any of you be able to plead affluenza as your defense in court? Obviously, the answer is no, because we don't have the money and the lawyers and the riches to afford expert attorneys and fill in the above. But Ethan Couch was able to do that. In 2013, drugs, booze, alcohol, marijuana, and volume played a part in the car crash, or whatever crash that was, that killed 4 people and injured a few others. One person who was in a pickup truck is no longer able to walk or talk because of severe brain damage. He has to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. In late 2013, Ethan Couch was granted only, we might as well say was granted, but granted only 10 years probation for involuntary manslaughter, intoxication, and stealing from a store. And it's injustice. I'm going to discuss why affluenza is a lame excuse in court and why rich people should be held more accountable, and to make sure something like this doesn't happen again, so that way rich people can't use affluenza as an excuse in court when they get drunk and kill somebody. According to Christopher J. Ferguson, 2013, affluenza, in fact, is not a recognized illness. It is not in the DSM, published by American Psychiatric Association. I tend to agree with the psychiatrist. Affluenza is not a mental illness. It's not a form of brain damage. And as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't cause any mental defects. Things like Asperger's and schizophrenia and bipolar would be more suitable in court than some lame affluenza concept. The sad part about it is that for the families of the 4 victims who died, plus the other extended families, won't get justice, and they deserve it. But because the team was rich, he was able to get off spot free almost. If Ethan Couch wasn't rich, he'd be in prison for at least 20 years. But he's rich and he only got 10 years probation. And according to Luther and Landtendres, youth in suburbs might be more prone to boredom and thus to problem behaviors including substance abuse. And those in large cities where there are safe leisure activities such as theater, music, or sports. It is very true Ethan Couch may have been a victim to his parents' wealth, but still, he should have gotten more time than just 10 years probation. Because even poor people wouldn't be able to use that in court. And poor people seem to go through a lot worse and poor people, because poor people see crime on the streets every day. So what can we do about this full crap, ridiculous concept of affluence? I say the rich parents should discipline their rich children more often. Because they just let them get away with everything, even with the little stuff. Just imagine what happened if they got into some serious trouble, like Ethan Couch did. But it seems like even the courts seem to favor the rich more than the poor, and it's unfair. And it needs to be fought more hard. Adolescents in affluent families may learn to rely on employed or helpers for housekeeping, gardening, chauffeuring, instead of doing things themselves. Ethan Couch probably had that, and he got his own way, and fortunately he got his own way in court. The judge basically gave him a slap on the wrist. And it's injustice. Conclusion. So to ask the question again, would any of us be able to play affluenza in a court if we got drunk, went behind the wheel and killed somebody? The answer is no, of course. No. But Ethan Couch got away thanks to an ignorant judge and an ignorant jury. It's horrible that he only got 10 years probation. The victims' families will never get injustice. And this story doesn't have a happy ending. But we don't have to play the irresponsibility card like Ethan Couch does. Rich parents don't have to play the irresponsibility card like Ethan's parents did. We can be better than them. We can be more responsible. We don't have to be another Ethan Couch or his family. That's it.
All right, good job, Roger. Roger, you're